Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanSaurusRex. My name is Sean, and I am coming to you from a smoky Pacific Northwest, and we are going to play Game 2 of 3 against this Houston Astros team coming off a good victory yesterday. We won that game 6-3, fell down 3-0, and then we were able to make a comeback and score 6 unanswered runs, which is pretty friggin' good. This is a good Houston Astros team. It's going to probably pose a problem throughout the rest of this series, though I think we played it pretty well against them so far this season. We have a great pitching matchup today. 14-3 with a 2.55 ERA is Logan Gilbert. Luis Garcia is on the mound, 12-4 with a 2.88 ERA, so we might have more of a pitcher's duel today. Maybe. I don't know. Feels like we've been giving up a lot of hits defensively, but Julio Rodriguez back should stabilize that outfield. And might prevent some of the problems that we have been having. But we'll just have to see. This is youtube.com/SeanSaurusRex, where every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, I post a brand new baseball game so long as the Mariners are playing. If you would like to see more, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for hanging out. We lead this team by 28.5 games here, the Astros in the American League West. Even without our massive win streak earlier in the season, we would still have a really good opportunity to have a pretty solid lead. I would guess we'd still be, 20 games up on them. The Astros have they have been consistently inconsistent. They haven't really made that run that I've anticipated that they would make. And I kept talking about it throughout the summer. I guess technically it still is summer, but yeah, it just hasn't been the Houston Astros team I thought we would get. Taking a look at the calendar, we have 2 games here in Houston. We're going to move to Chicago next for our next series, and then we'll have a day off on Thursday, thank God. And then we will be in we'll be at home against Kansas City and Oakland. I meant to actually hit the Y button to show you that we can eliminate these Astros in 12 games. Now, it was 14 yesterday, so the head-to-head I guess counts for 2. 2 of those elimination numbers, maybe. I don't really know. So we could have them eliminated before September or right around the 1st of September. We'll just have to see what happens. And then we're kind of just freewheeling, working towards picking up that number 1 seed in the American League, where they can deal with the other 7, the other whatever number of teams can duke it out, and the wild card will take care of that stuff. So that'll be interesting. All the playoff games will be here on the channel. So be sure to tune into that. And if possible, or if necessary, any game 163s, which I think we've had a couple of, maybe one. It was like a weird simulation thing last year where we had an opportunity for like 2 game 163s and neither of them happened. It was very weird. All right, open, clear skies. No quick counts, regional theme, Logan Gilbert on the mound. We are going to go ahead and, even though it's a right-handed pitcher, we're going to throw Haggerty out in left field. We have Mateo the day off, and then we will probably put Mateo back in left field and put Haggerty in right field. This sock, what is happening? And then we'll give Hernandez the day off. Rodriguez hopefully should be good because he had a couple of days off with an injury. And then we can use Haggerty with Hernandez back to get some infield players taken care of. I think that's a good plan. That's a good plan. All right. What are we doing? What am I doing? We're going to flip Rodriguez there. And then we'll flip those two. Ty France is like a doubles machine, but I don't think he's a hot hitter. Okay. So is Hernandez, and so we have what? Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. I think that's fine. Trammell came through the other day with a nice home run. That's fine. We are searching for win number 100 on this road trip. We can pick it up in Chicago. We can also pick it up at home against Kansas City. We do have 5 games left. We need to win 4 of them. And the Chicago White Sox are a better performing team in this game than in real life. So it's an interesting
It's the Seattle
difference.
Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm
It's interesting because Houston's
and a couple of division rivals going
cover
today, Siggy.
I think when
brings
these two teams
a
match up,
glass wall in,
regardless,
whereas like
you're
Seattle
looking
has a
to bury
retractable
that
roof
other
as
ball
well,
because
but it
of what
leaves
they've done
open
to you
air.
over the course of the season.
It's very
You
weird.
figure, hey, it's my time to return the favor.
Just about set to go now. And getting the
Taking a
start,
look at
Luis Garcia. Tell us
Luis
about him
Garcia's
in that
stats: 24
sub-3
games with a
ERA,
12-4 record, an excellent 2.88 ERA, 153 innings pitched, 122 hits, 48 walks. He struck out 114 and just a little over a 1 whip. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Gotta exercise some patience. The hitting difficulty's gone down lately. The pitching difficulty has even gone down. It has not been great for the Mariners.
Sam Haggerty, the leadoff batter,
And apparently not great for the ump.
Wow, Boo. First pitch of the night,
Wow.
and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
That one finds the zone. And
We
it's
were
ball
really
to
struggling
Really
against
good
the
cutter that he's able to
knuckle
front door
curve
and
yesterday.
back door.
Today
That
we're
pitch
facing
is
off against a
devastating.
96 mile an hour fastball, cutter at 88, 12-6 curve at 79, circle change at 87, and a slider at 82.
falling behind 2-1.
That is a 3-strike strikeout right there, 3-pitch strikeout.
Swing and a pop-up. Pena
Bailed him out.
under it
That's a real bad swing.
and makes the grab. And there's one down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And he
Ooh, big swing
swings
on that
and
12-6
misses at
curve.
the initial
It looks
offering.
so tasty, and then I'm way too... Oh, good timing, huh?
There's the strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The next offering misses. And that's
We got
ball
2
one.
generous
good
ball
take.
calls in that last at-bat and still just gave him an easy pop-out.
The next pitch
It's a good
misses.
take
2-2.
right there.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Kicks and deals. The punch out there, and there's 2 down.
Wasn't looking for the
No, just couldn't
fastball
pull
in
the
that
trigger on the
location.
fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The 1-0. That one lifted to left.
It's a little
and
shot.
it
JB Crawford, I feel, has
drops
been
in.
hitting real
And
well
that
lately.
extends the inning.
Maybe not always the soundest of hits, but getting those
That pretty
shots
much
in
split
there,
the
those
zone
little
down
bloop
the
shots,
middle, and those are the
getting
ones
enough
where you gotta make
contact
them
to
pay.
keep an inning alive.
Ty France digs in now. Next pitch is popped up. And that'll do it.
Very late. Oof. Oof.
Mariners leave 1. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Minute Maid Park. On the hill and coming off a great start, Logan Gilbert. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's Kyle Tucker. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes.
All right, here we go.
offensively.
Forgot to grab a drink
He's the
before I
ultimate
started
professional, and
recording.
it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the
This
field.
strike zone is tough.
Kyle's brother Preston got a little bit of time in the big leagues. Pretty good left-handed hitter. Played his college ball at the University of Florida. Next offering is in for a strike. Liner caught at second.
So the high inside fastballs have really not been working in my favor the last couple of games. I should probably stop worrying about them. That wasn't very well located, but that was what I gave the home run on.
And foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. That one fouled off.
Because part of me wants to try it in this spot with 2 strikes.
Empty. That one misses.
Man.
1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Goes down looking.
Not the location I was looking for, but good enough to get the
inside, just
get the strikeout.
Hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. And he grounds one to the right side. And that squirts through. And that keeps the inning going.
That's not what I'm looking for defensively.
Been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of
Really bad slider, just not good enough contact by Altuve. So that's all right.
For Houston, we played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. And here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Garcia back to work. Good eye right there.
Teoscar did a great job yesterday getting us back into the game. Trammell.
And a foul ball.
Trammell came in and kind of polished it off there. Hernandez knocked in a run on a single.
1-1. And he pumps it a strike.
What? Okay. Knocks in a run on a single and a solo home run. Trammell came through with a 2.
Got him. Swing.
There was no reason to swing at that.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Colton Wong up to hit.
This is going to be a tough matchup.
But back in there today. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's to third, and that one handled. 2 up, 2 down.
At least good timing on the 12-6 curve, but off the end of the bat, nothing
Suarez
doing.
up to the plate now. Right now, number 6 on the American League home run leaderboard. Swings through that
Way
one.
too late.
0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And it is 2-1. No score here in the second. And that's in for a strike. 2-2 now. And that one got a piece
plunked
of
him.
He had 2 strikes
Plunked
on him,
him.
and he hit him.
Anytime one of your guys gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Now, Cal Raleigh. First offering, misses
Kind of a
the
good
mark.
adjustment there to figure out where he wanted to throw it. I
Suarez,
was thinking,
the runner
okay,
at
maybe he'll
first
go
with 2
fastball,
gone.
but he's throwing a lot of those 12-6 curves. Thought maybe if he left one a little more up in the zone, I could get to it.
Good eye right there. Next pitch misses inside.
Yes,
And now
has to be a
3-0.
take.
Taylor Trammell.
Has to be a
up
take.
next. And he deals. And a strike. And that's ball 4.
Okay. The tightness of the zone pays off for me, and I get ball 4. Had a pitch to play with. I actually thought that was going to drop a little more out of the zone.
Homered last night, added another hit as well. There's the strike. Here comes a pitch. And that one
Ooh, that's a
fouled
bad
off.
swing.
First and second, 2 down.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much.
No, Sean,
And
there
he's
was
got
no
him.
reason to swing
Strike
at it.
3, and that'll retire the side. 2 left on. Now to the bottom of the second.
Oh.
We're tied, 0-0.
It was a panic swing. I thought it was going to catch the inside part of the plate,
And the pitch.
or inside part of the zone.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Rusty Valentine.
Living up to his name. Seems a little rusty at calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder.
His strike
Rusty's
zone
his
is
actual name or
all
just a
over the
nickname?
place today.
Yeah, no clue.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there.
We did get him to throw a bunch more
Slider
pitches,
down
which is
away from a
helpful.
Same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Foul ball there.
Last couple of games have been so bad. We're at a level that we have not been pitching-wise in a very long time.
Foul ball.
Hall of
Bregman, who had a
Fame
great
plus.
career
We're
at
typically in
LSU.
Legend
He was the
plus
second
for the
overall
most
pick
part.
In 2015, he wears that number on his back, number 2. And Singy, he was a big Derek Jeter fan growing up. Next offering is fouled
That's
back.
not what I was looking
Oh,
for.
Boog, a lot of guys would love to be taken in the first round and second overall, but Alex Bregman seems to have carried that as a chip on his shoulder over the years, not being the #1 pick overall, and he's played in such a way where he's always trying to show people
I don't know
that
why
he's the best,
I
and
just
it's
totally
translated on both sides of the ball.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Sinker's probably been the most inconsistent pitch I've been throwing for the last week or so. I keep trying it.
Coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
That's a
Jeremy
terrible
Pena
slider.
stands in now and watches strike 1. And that one fouled off.
Struggling again with the timing here.
Next offering is down low, and it's 1-2. Got him. And now
That was a really bad pitch.
Man, he
Really
was
bad
stinky
pitch.
leg on that one right
Great
there. That
location, though.
curveball just locked him up.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Knocked in all 3 of their runs yesterday. And that's in there for strike
That's
1.
another bad slider.
On the ground. Crawford throws
There
the
we
first in
go.
time. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full.
I just threw 1 too many slide. Well, I couldn't get Bregman out swinging.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Sam Haggerty. Garcia back to work. That clips the corner. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Two now. And down on strikes he goes. 1 up, 1 down.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And
I am not catching up to this 94-mile-an-hour
There's the
fastball.
shortstop at the plate.
We're in trouble.
J.P.
We're in
Crawford.
danger.
Into center. McCormick has it sized up. He's got
So we had
it.
a much better
And
inning
that
in
ends
inning
the
number
inning.
2.
Mariners are
Just
down
getting
in
some
order. Still no score.
getting pitches thrown. We got the walk. It was a little kind of like a little too late with the 2-out situation, but we're bailing them out here, and that's not what I want to do.
We go to the last of the third. Leading off, Chas McCormick. First pitch, and he just misses.
Damn.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that turns the lineup over. So the batting order turns over. Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros. And that is cut on and missed. That's
Really
one.
early. Why am I so
McCormick
early?
on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Brantley, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. The 0-2.
Got him with a strikeout. Pretty good circle change right there. Wasn't I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to throw it
Now it's
in that situation.
He's already singled in this game. Ball one, no strikes.
Did they change the timing or something? I'm early on this, like, out of the stretch with the runners on, so I feel like it should be in more of a flow.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Alvarez, who's from Cuba, he grew up idolizing a future teammate.
Let's
Swing and a
go.
miss, and he struck
Two
him
swings
out.
and misses
And
on the
that
circle
will end the
changes for
inning.
I think the
strikeouts.
key is arm
It's a
action
big
on the
win for me.
changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here at the ballpark, and here's the first baseman, Ty France.
Ty France.
The wind of the pitch. In the air out to center.
Not
McCormick
enough on
has
it.
sized
Pretty
up.
good timing,
Puts
just
it
didn't
away
quite
for the out.
get the button on it. Saw that one pretty well. I'm okay with
Here's
at-bats like
Teoscar
that.
Hernandez.
I just don't think I can make it a consistent thing.
In there, and
There
it's
we go. That's a good
0-1.
take right there. Strike number one's fine. Ooh, that's a bad swing. Bad swing. Not really surprising that I'm early or not seeing that circle change well.
Line of the pitch. That's
All right,
inside.
let it go inside. A Trammell strikeout. Ugh.
That one misses.
Feels like it's in the back of my head
And the count
just
is
a
even,
little
2-2.
bit.
The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Ooh.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now here is Colton Wong. First offering, and it just misses.
Oof, that was a... God, the water bit me. It's a hard swallow. Oh,
Bounce to the
that's...
right.
That's...
Altuve slings to first. Out number 3. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And we're still knotted at 0.
Not surprising that it's been more of a pitcher's duel here. Both guys with great records, low ERAs, sub-3 ERAs.
Here's the second baseman,
Big
Jose
positive.
Altuve.
The second baseman.
Got to be a little better.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Kind of a frustrating out there with Colton Wong. It's 2 pitches on the outside.
Notorious bad ball
Ball.
hitter. Altuve swings and connects deep to left. To the warning track, makes the catch.
2 pitches on the edges, I should say.
First baseman.
Jose Abreu
not
up
what I
next
was
for the
looking for.
Astros. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground.
Third baseman number 2.
Now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. That's a little bit
Ooh,
low.
that's not what I wanted. I thought that was going to be a better pitch. I also wanted this to be the sinker, which is not B, it's RB.
The other way, fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. Hernandez quickly throws it in. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Pena in the box now, takes strike 1. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. The throw home. Here's the tag.
Got him!
They get him,
Julio!
and that's the inning.
Well, he was trying to get his team
Fucking
on the
go!
scoreboard and take a lead here in this ball game, but an outstanding job by the defense, excellent execution, a bang-bang play at the dish, and they just got
It wasn't
in
even
time.
like... It wasn't even a perfect throw. It was just in the green. That's a good throw. Sometimes I go like, ah, man, should you go with
Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
with the cutoff and in?
The pitch. And ball 1.
Well, these Mariners just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They haven't run a single count.
I think he's
full
thrown
in
about
this
10
ball
pitches
game,
over the
and
last
that's
2
just
innings
wild to
combined.
me. That stat alone
Oh,
shows
I
they're
cannot
working
catch up
way
to that
too easy
fastball.
to get them out.
Jeez Louise.
In the air, left field, down the line. Alvarez makes the grab.
Just early
One
on
down.
that one.
Cal
Totally
Raleigh
missed
up
the
next for
previous
Mariners. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. And there's a foul ball.
That should have been it. That
The
should have
offense
been
needs to
it.
start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That misses the zone.
We pushed back in
And the count
inning
even
number
1-1.
2.
That's in there.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
In the dirt.
Yeah, that was... It was a
Gathers,
12-6 curve
throws
out of the
first.
zone.
Out. 2 away now after
Oh,
the drop
man.
third strike. So up next, Taylor Trammell. He's 0 for 1. That's in for a strike.
That's fine. Wasn't
Not
really
what he's
looking in that
for there, the
location.
0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
In the dirt.
I thought it was going to be a...
In plenty of time.
I
for
thought it was
first,
going to be a check
and
swing. I
that'll
didn't
do
think
it.
I'd hit enough of the button.
Halfway. Welcome back.
All
John
out of
Shelby
sorts
with
at the
my
plate.
buddy
I mean,
Chris
that's
Singleton.
2
Set to get us started.
fastballs
Bottom
up in the
5,
zone.
Mitch Garver.
And I'm sure that was another
Hard
12-6
grounder into the
curve.
outfield for a knock.
Probably getting a little too predictable here.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boo.
This is what I was worried about. We are giving up over a hit per inning.
Base runners on against
And
him,
that
he's
is-
just done a really nice job of scattering the hits,
That's
not
been a
giving
problem
up any
lately.
runs, but at some point,
Not only has it been a
your luck
problem that
usually
we've been
runs
giving
out.
up so many hits, but we have also not
Here comes
been
the 0-1.
turning double plays.
Diving, and he can't make the play.
That's a bad pitch. That's a bad pitch on my part. Settle down. We're fine. It's a sinker that I shouldn't be throwing.
So next,
It's just in a terrible location. We can bring in... We can warm up Brash and
up for
Murphy.
Houston, Kyle Tucker. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. He went around. On the ground, 2 ball. To Crawford for 1. On to first.
Okay,
Double
that's
play.
huge. That is huge.
The batter, the designated
The
hitter.
3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Now Michael Brantley steps in.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First
Not a
pitch,
great
and that's
pitch.
in for a strike. Garver at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss.
Even worse pitch. He just made contact. Oh,
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Out to short.
all right. We are going to
On
get
to
out of it.
France, and that is the
Oh,
inning.
that double play was
So the
ginormous.
Astros lead 1, and we are still scoreless.
7 hits given up by Logan Gilbert. It's not what we're looking for. I think I've been a little too predictable. I've been leading off with a lot of sliders. I think that's part of the issue. We drop in the hitting difficulty yet
Garcia
again.
back to work. That's down and in.
And I talked about this a little bit yesterday, toward the end of the video. But when the hitting difficulty drops, I weirdly tend to struggle more because of how far off the plate some of the pitches are. Like it's trying to teach you what to look for. That's a missed opportunity right there. That's also a
And
missed
fouled
opportunity. That's a 94 and a slider that was probably around 80.
Caught him looking for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. In there for strike 1. Rodriguez in his 2nd season, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That one missed.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
In
That
the dirt,
12-6 curve.
Garver on to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford, 1 for 2.
There's no excuse for that swing.
And that's in there for strike 1. Crawford measures
He's really
6 feet,
painting the
2
edges. I am
inches,
very
200
frustrated with
pounds.
myself.
And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300
That's
in
like
his last 10
3,
games.
maybe 4 strikeouts on that pitch alone.
Here's a 1-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. Next pitch misses outside. Now 3-1. On the ground, out to short.
Can't gift him that.
Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him
man.
out there now. Part of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. And we still have no score.
Yesterday's win feels like an anomaly in such a rough series in Kansas City.
Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for the Astros.
Well, I'm not really going to
Yordan
have...
Alvarez.
We'll go. We'll
Right-hander
leave.
back to work. And that's
Gilbert
down
in.
and away.
God darn
Chris
it, that's
Alvarez has
sinker.
turned into one of the best young hitters, maybe one of the best hitters in all of baseball. He's got some of the most raw power in the entire game. The pitch.
Yeah, and won that Silver Slugger Award in 2022 in a slugging percentage of .613 and OPS over 1,000.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Righty to the plate. Now 1-1.
Oh, it's right on the border.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory.
The
Makes
strike
the
zone has
grab,
been a
and there's
little
2
tight
gone.
throughout the game.
And now the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Yeesh.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there
Crawford
for
with
the
an
third
incredible play. I love you, JP, out there. Nice shortstop position. I thought that was going to get down and get out there. It's a really bad pitch on my part. And we get a pretty quick inning from Gilbert, which is pretty nice. They're going to roll with Garcia here in the top of the 7th.
And a pitch. That one's
Kind
in
of
there.
counter to yesterday's
Looks like
game,
these
which felt like it
hitters
took
have been
forever.
in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. I was
Too
remember
late.
watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that changeup in the stands, and then fouling the fastball the opposite field. up in
I'm
the
just
stands.
not seeing it
Makes the
at
catch,
all
and
from
there's
this
one
guy.
gone.
I've been late on the fastball all day.
Hernandez batting with one down.
He's done a good job
Takes
throwing
a
it all
strike.
over the zone,
Some guys
too.
are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
Really consistent
bad.
release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
And 1-2. Line drive. Nice grab. Colton Wong up next for the Mariners. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Only the second hit of the
hits
day.
allowed.
Let's see. Right. We are going to bring in, we're going to schedule Penn Murphy in here.
Tonight, Boog, so
Throw a
I
little
don't
bit
think
slower
that
and see if we
will
can throw some of that
disrupt his
timing
momentum all
off.
that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
Wow. That's an interesting call, considering the rest of the game.
0-1. Bounced up the middle. The throw to second is offline. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled
It's
off.
so late. I don't think I'm trusting what I'm seeing. I'm too worried about the off-speed stuff.
There's a strike.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
0-2 now. Diving, and he can't make the play. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily.
I cannot believe we got that.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit.
I think it's a good switch. I made sure to go with the contact swing there. A little surprised that the third baseman, I think it's Alex Bregman. I'm surprised that the third baseman wasn't playing closer to the line to basically gobble that ball up. If he is 2 steps to his right, maybe 1 step, I don't know how tall he is. I don't know how much of a difference that would make. If he's 2 steps closer to his right to the third base line, I think he gobbles that ball up, and I don't think I can get it past him. And typically defenses, especially late in the game, play toward the line for that exact specific reason.
Next is the designated hitter, Taylor
They
Trammell.
bring in Stanek, who throws 100 on a fastball, a 91-mile-an-hour splitter, and an 89-mile-an-hour slider. And boy, if I was having trouble...
Alvarez sprinting after it. Makes the grab on the run.
Oh,
And
that was
is
bad.
that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
That's a really bad at-bat. Just very poor at-bat. All right, I'm going to take a quick 7th inning stretch. We'll be right back with more Mariners baseball here in just a moment. While I throw to that screen, go ahead and scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell, get notified, and we'll see you in just a moment. Oh, hello, intro. Welcome back. Get a run there on the Ribby single. Really poor at bat with Trammell. We are going to still change pitchers. We're going to slow them down here. Penn Murphy is going to come in here. We're facing all right-handers unless Dusty Baker elects to throw in a pinch hitter, which he did yesterday, but it might have been, I think it was a little bit later in the game. Oops. Murphy, once he gets to the top, he wants to drop it immediately. Okay. There we go. That is a perfect slider. The slider's all the way down at 76. What I want to do here is slow them down, and then speed them up with our next couple of guys. We are going to hit a point of a bunch of lefties in a row.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
That's exactly what I want to see. Way early on a slider. It's a pitch he's been looking at.
And a foul ball.
Still early. Oh, swing timing a little late on that one. Okay.
Next one just misses. And that's ball 1.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Found that one off. So let's see if we can slow it down.
And he
hadn't actually been very susceptible to that swing and miss. I think that location is just so bad.
Yeah,
that wasn't a good pitch at all, and I was lucky to get
an inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout,
I think he might have been early, even if it was in a good position.
Jeremy Pena.
Just gonna keep working that slider.
There's a strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Got him.
Got him.
That's out number 2.
Got him.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll him out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
The tying run at the plate. Strike 2.
Oh, got a piece of it. Sinker's probably not enough of a speed difference.
Tapped softly on the ground, and he picks it up in foul territory. At the belt and fires. And that's a little high.
Just got a piece of it. See, that's what I thought would happen on the Bregman pitch if it was in like the kind of the area I was trying to get it to. But because it was so low and out of the zone,
the 1-2
got that swing and miss.
And downstairs.
So I've been a very tough out here.
Swing
Got
and a
him with
miss.
that sinker.
Him out.
And Murphy, excellent effort there.
They still trail 1-0.
I don't have, and so the thing is, I don't have a left-handed reliever because he's in the starting lineup because of the injury. So I got to be real careful with who I put in when it gets to, I think at the top of the lineup is like 3 of the first 4 batters are
Back
lefties.
here at the ballpark. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Sam Haggerty. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the 1-0. Foul back our way, and that's out of
Late?
play.
Real late. Splitter 91, slider 89.
And the right-hander deals. And that one wrapped foul. One and two here. And a ball evens the count.
Got me.
Him out looking.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The throw to third.
There was
and he's
no
out,
excuse to
trying
send
for
him
three.
there.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball
See,
1.
I'm surprised that that was a check swing, and I think it was Trammell. There was a player earlier that I thought was going to be a check swing, but he went all the way
Kicks and
around.
fires. Good eye right there.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Now 3-0.
At this point in the game,
So let's see. We have a righty in the bullpen. He's going to be facing 2 lefties. The thing is, I think I had Matt Brash warming up yesterday, and it's just his primary pitch is a slider, and then the secondary is a 4-seam, which I would like to use a lot more, just kind of against the right-hand guys. The circle change is a pitch that I can use, but it's been dicey, and I don't love using the curveball. So I wonder if maybe warming up Castillo would be kind of the call here, or do I just stick with who's on the mound at the moment?
issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
3-0 down.
That's fine. So it should be 1 on, 1 out. I should not have sent him to third. He got out to that ball a lot quicker than I anticipated.
In the air, center field. McCormick trying to get there.
And it's something that I talk about a lot. Is just kind of giving myself that opportunity. I've cut down the base running wonders by a lot this season. It's been probably the thing I've been the most consistent at. But it bit me there.
And stepping in for the Astros, Chaz
That brings up
McCormick.
Ty France.
The center fielder,
With the right-hander back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1. Just missed.
I'd almost rather use Penn Murphy, even though he has the...
Ball to strike.
He's only a 3-pitch pitcher, and he has the slider as his primary.
This guy's got a great feel
The
for his breaking
4-seam
ball.
fastball and the sinker I can use against the lefty hitter.
Bounce to the right side. Wong to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
the right
Good
fielder,
sinker
number
low in the
30,
zone right.
Kyle Tucker.
There and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Tucker in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Yeah, that's the problem.
The other way, and he beats the shift. And the tying
I
runs
didn't
at
double
second
tap.
base with a double.
always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger
Your attention, please.
than your own individual stats. Good piece of hitting going the
We got
other
him.
way with
We
that
got
pitch
this.
to
We're
beat
fine.
the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority, but it's a pretty easy hit if you want it. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with
Slow
another
down.
base
Settle
hit.
down.
New pitcher for
These
the
are not good
Mariners,
pitches.
Diego Castillo.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Okay, Sean, you are early. Consistently early. One more go through. It's a little... That is unfortunate location right there. It's a really good pitch on that slider. Probably should be by... It just feels like a pitch that should be a little more buried in the zone.
Brantley in the box now. Takes
Wow.
strike one. On the outside corner, 0-2 now.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
One-run game, one out, one on.
God, I'm looking.
as
God,
the
I'm looking.
fastball
That's a
runs back
fucking
over the
huge out.
inside corner.
Well, even if
Let's
you don't feel
go.
great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Alvarez in the box now. Takes strike one. And the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I bury a slider in.
On that one.
Righty delivers.
Got him.
Foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Shake it in here. Let's
Now
go.
to the ball game on defense, Jake Myers. He takes over in right.
Now playing right.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Hector Neris.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Well, one-run game, Ty France now at the plate.
Okay.
23. Tie.
97 on a fastball. 87 on a splitter. 97 on a sinker. 90 on a
And the
slider.
pitch. Neris, a 6'2 righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter,
One run
a
would
sinker,
be
and he
magnificent,
works
but
in a
I
slider.
do trust Munoz implicitly.
And the righty deals.
No, that's a ball. 2-0.
That one the other way.
Oh,
Makes the grab.
Just
right away.
laid on the sinker.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Kind of a good read, though, to see what he wanted to do. He left it a little more over the heart of the plate.
Popped up right side.
I have been late
He's got
all
it, and there's 2
day.
away.
Hey man, 4
I don't know if I'm
pitches,
just
2 outs. That is an
tired or what's
excellent
going on,
base.
but I have not
Doesn't
been
look
able
like
to
they'll be
make the
adding any
adjustment
insurance
to...
runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Wong in now. Takes ball 1 off
brought
the
in
plate.
such a, like,
Bullpen
high
activity
ERA
starting
guy.
up now. Seth Martinez up and throwing. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a strike. That's through there for a strike. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Next offering is in the dirt. Struck him out of the foul tip.
Oof, it was
We
a
had 3
real
down for him
slow
there.
splitter.
On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Mariners 1 and the Astros nothing. And welcome back. Jose
All right, let's go,
Altuve
Munoz.
up to here.
We
So
do not
out
have
of
a
the
lot of
bullpen
room
the
for error
Mariners,
here, which
Andres
is
Munoz.
not good.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And he deals. Pitch misses.
And slider.
That is ball one. And that's downstairs and outside. And a foul ball makes the count
Okay.
2-1.
A little bit rattled here with this.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Okay, that's a
And that clips the
huge
inside
called
corner.
strike right there.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Abreu swings through it for strike one. Strike on the inside corner. Got him swinging.
Back-to-back strikeouts. That is such a huge call on that inside. I think it was a two-seam fastball. To get that call allowed me to throw that slider that got the strikeout.
Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. First pitch just misses.
So we're going to go up. At 100.
Good eye right there.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk.
Hammered. Could be extra bases. The throw into second, and the double puts the tying run in scoring position with two.
Bregman
away.
has been a pain in my ass all day long.
Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Pena swings through it
not a
for
great
strike
pitch.
one. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-handed reliever, and that one just missed off
That
the
is
outside
real
edge.
frustrating.
Bottom of the ninth, down a run and tying run on second.
What are we
base.
doing?
That one in there across the letters.
Got him!
And a miss, and he got him. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, this one was all about
Let's
the
go.
pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the guy standing behind him.
That was a
to make the
huge
play
pitch. That was a
defensively.
fucking
Sometimes you wanna
huge
see a
pitch.
high-scoring game, but sometimes you can
As I
appreciate
selected it,
the
as I got ready to
artistic
wind it up, I
beauty
was like, you know what I said earlier in this video? The high inside fastball has gotten the best of me. Or they have gotten the best of it. I mean, they have been crushing that high inside fastball. It's been giving me a lot of trouble. Julio Rodriguez would be able to play the game. For the first time in a few games, we actually jumped out to a lead. Instead of having to mount any sort of comeback or anything. That's such a huge win. Logan Gilbert, your player of the game, and got the win. 6 innings pitched to give up 7 hits, struck out 6, no walks, no earned. Luis Garcia, 6.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, and only the 1 earned run. But it was enough, as we only piled up 4 hits. They piled up 9 hits, including a couple of runners on second in the 8th and the 9th inning, one in each inning. but could not bring them home. Bregman was a pain in my ass today. He had 33% of those Houston hits, 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. Kyle Tucker was 1 for 4. He had a double, so 3 doubles that we gave up. Chas McCormick was 2 for 3 as well. Garver 1 for 3 with a strikeout. On the Mariners side, Cal Raleigh was 1 for 2 with a ribby. Colton Wong 1 for 4 with a run scored. Julio Rodriguez with a terrific defensive play. But he did, let's see, he went 1 for 4 with a double. That was a huge base running issue. I should not have done that. Obviously shouldn't have sent him to second. I didn't think that the right fielder was going to get out there quite as quickly and throw it in. I thought with 98 speed it was worth a shot. But I shouldn't have worried about pushing it that hard, because it should have been 1 on with 1 out. And then that way, let's see, J.P. Crawford, who was 1 for 4 on the day, he came up and got out immediately. That was his 4th at bat. Would have at least given Ty France a shot to drive in a run in the top of the 9th there. But instead I kind of shut the door on myself there, which isn't what I'm looking for. The offense and the defense, I mean, we gave up a lot of hits, but we were able to wiggle out of a lot of situations. I can't do that consistently. What I liked about a couple of those first couple Kansas City games was going in with, a closing pitching plan, and then going out in the top of the 9th and getting a couple more runs, pushing it out of a save situation into a more surefire thing, a little more breathing room. We weren't able to do that today, and that's a little bit of a disappointment. It comes back to me sending Rodriguez to third when I shouldn't have. But it's just, I can't be... I got to be able to do... Let's see. I have to be able to... I got to be better at adding on those insurance runs, giving myself a little bit more breathing room, because we can't just keep walking on this razor's edge of, 1 run. Which, I mean, hasn't really been a thing, but it 2-0 in San Diego, a 3-run victory against Baltimore, a walk-off against Baltimore. I like getting those, those extra runs there. I mean, we did it yesterday, I think. If we view the box score. Yeah, we put on 2 in the 9th to push that out and really help myself out. So I guess we haven't been doing it as much as I realized we have. But yeah, I don't know. 1 run is enough, I guess. I don't know if it's the most deserved win that we've had this season. It's kind of a weird situation where offensively we're not doing well, but I kind of anticipated that with the pitching matchup that it was. It was going to probably be more of a defensive effort, but we're giving up a lot of hits, and that's the difference between the 13-2 drubbing that we took and a 1-0 victory. Those defensive plays, able to get those, the turn 2 every once in a while. It's a weird win, but hey, I'll take it. 1-0 victory. We're going to take on Brian Abreu, who is winless in 8 decisions, I should say. 3.86 ERA. I would guess with that record that ERA would be higher, but whatever. Robbie Ray is 18-3 with a 1.55 ERA as the Mariners look for the sweep in Houston before heading to Chicago. Quick look at the standings. We dropped them to 10 games away from elimination, so that knocks out 2 games for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then in the wild card, they're in pretty okay position. But maybe later on this season we can knock them out of the playoffs. That is Mariners baseball for today. Check back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel to see if we can get the sweep and take care of these Houston Astros before heading to Chicago. If you want to do that, subscribing, ringing the bell is the best way to do that. I'll make sure that you're notified when I post new videos, 6 p.m. Pacific time every day here on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed today's nail biter of a game, and we will see you tomorrow. Good sports. Go Mariners.